Hello and welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2020 round of 16. We've seen two great matches so far. Technically both of them were upsets. Are we going to see our third one? That's a question we're going to see answered soon. I'm Anwolf and I'm joined by Incandescence. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm alright. We out here, we're living, and I'm excited. I am actually very excited to commentate over this match. I think this is going to be very close. We're looking at two really strong rosters, and I think this is very promising. Could see an upset, we could not, but either way, I think we're all going to be very pleased with how this match is going to go.
I agree so much. It's on the same level as UK versus Poland was last week, which also was an insanely close match, which ended in a sweep for the United Kingdom, but it was a great match nonetheless. So I'm hoping for the same quality of match this time around.
I don't know if we're going to see that quality with these warm-ups, because we're looking at this first one here. Not too sure how.
Joe Venuti, funny dog. Mapper Gohigi, thank you, base dog. I want everyone to know the polygon dog is better than the funny dog.
The dog is slightly terrifying in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. This is obviously the UK warm-up, and we might know some of these maps, some of these patterns in this map, because, as I've already seen actually, this is Verflucht. This is Chisana. This is not mapped to the song Funny Dog. The song is actually literally named Funny Dog. This is Leviathan, Ian. What a good meme. This is stupid as we would map like that. Gross.
Clearly Gohigi.
It was me. It was me.
No, you're not supposed to tell people that. Shh.
Oh my. Boo.
Secret. The secret.
Boo. Best section is coming up because, this is Dora Cairo, and this is Hard Rock 1 at 207 BPM. But that caused a lot of misses, and it existed. Iku and Deku comboing that.
Italy gonna win on the UK's warm-up? What could this signal coming up?
Tiebreaker! Tiebreaker! This is Lifeline, by the way. I love this warm-up so much. Maybe you've seen Portugal in group stage having a warm-up that referenced the last 2 years of group stage. And now we have UK referencing this year's group stage. Also, I don't know about you, but this reminds me of the opening song of Monsters Inc.
Yeah, honestly, that's fair. I mean, honestly, I feel like it could remind me of the opening of like 20 different movies, though, like that, like 20 different Disney movies.
Yeah. It just, the first thing that popped into my mind is this Monsters Inc? Of course, there's other movies probably that have a similar opening, but yeah. The ending being Dark Sheep, obviously. I haven't checked if a Sheep Slider has been mapped by Gohigi too, because that's the most important part of Dark Sheep. This slider. The Sheep Slider. I have a map download, I'm going to check right now. And if it's not a Sheep Slider, I'm disappointed. UK taking the warm-up after all.
Iku and F saying that, though, that's pretty crazy.
It is. But Gohigi having the highest score in the lobby. Alright. We are safe. Gohigi did map the Sheep Slider. Or copy the Sheep Slider. What is this?
No, I'm just looking at the chat and Ikun's like, wow, plays familiar, Gohiki. Well, it's all original.
By
Yeah, heck
me.
yeah. Very original map. Gohiki is god map for...
The final battle between funny and unfunny. What a difficulty, man. It's always good to see that players are taking these warm-ups very seriously, as
Oh, yeah.
they should. With the artist being Tater Tot Tunes. Whatever that's supposed to mean, I'm not entirely sure if Tater Tots are capable of making music. It's just a potato. Don't scream, please. Code is scared. I have to add, I'm slightly disappointed Mango Miser is not playing this warm-up, because it would have been a good time to mention that this map is short.
Yeah, I can see the length is only 1 minute, 1 second.
We've been actually waiting, at this point, we're waiting longer for this warm-up to start and this warm-up is going to last. While we're waiting, what can we expect from this match?
Oh my, I feel like we're gonna... I feel like this match is gonna be very close. So I'm tempted to say that United Kingdom has an upper hand on Italy, but Ikun and Deku are both very strong players. Coed being someone that has come up really fast in the tournament scene past a year or so. So it's going to be interesting to see what exactly happens in this match. But before we see that, we're finally going to see the we're going to see the Italian warm-up.
This is a background. I recognize these avatars from somewhere. I've seen these avatars before and I don't know where. I know it's one of the taiko players, just don't know which team that is. I'm inclined to say Korea, but I don't think it's Korea. Yeah, Korea was last week. What's the pixelated dog? What is this map? Why is this map?
This is beautifully mapped. I feel like, and Wolf, as a former beatmap nominator, I'm sure you can agree that this is something that deserves to be in the ring section.
I feel like if I say yes, I permanently lose my right to map anything ever again.
You know what? That sounds about right.
It's probably something not everyone would be sad about. And it's over.
UK failing.
Yes, the UK is dead.
Coed though, really showing off what he can do. Really proving my point, like I said earlier, how he's an up-and-coming player past year or so. Really gonna It's going to be an interesting match here between Italy and the United Kingdom.
I want to point out the description of the beat map says taiko, higi, and mango. Neither of them has played this warm-up. Unfortunate.
So Italy rolled a 44. I haven't seen the British roll yet, unless it was already rolled.
Apparently UK loses the roll.
Yes, UK lost the roll, so they'll be banning first. I do know that it is a UK preference to lose the roll, so the United Kingdom is kind of sort of getting their way here.
How lucky. You may now start calling rigged. I still haven't found the avatars. I know I saw them somewhere. UK banning Hard Rock?
Yeah, that is a little shocking.
Gohiri being a Hard Rock main, but at this point I think he's an anything main, but still.
Gohigi does have his foot in the water, so to speak, on Hidden, but he's definitely a lot stronger on Hard Rock, so I do find I guess it comes down to whether or not someone can match his performance on that Hard Rock. And I'm not sure anyone on the United Kingdom can do that. I know Dusk and Mango are both good at Hidden. I'm not familiar with Horizon's mods. Most of the time I see him playing no mod, though I feel like he actually does have his foot in the water with Hidden as well. So I feel like that pick was more because no one could match Gohigi's performance on that Hard Rock.
Yeah. Italy confirming that they're indeed not cool and probably sick because they banned Wildside, the good song, the good map, and the good background. I am unhappy.
So first Italy's gonna go right into Hidden here. I'm gonna go to Fantastic Theater, Odeum of Illusions. Now, I'm unfamiliar with the map, I think. I've been pulling for the North and South American Taiko tournament for a few years now, and I believe that 2 years ago we almost used this map, and then we removed it because we felt like it was too slow, and it was just going to be too challenging for the pool that we wanted to use it for.
A fair thought. This is an ancient map, kind of. I think this is actually the oldest map in the pool. It's...
How old is it?
5 or 6 years.
I can check here. 4 years ago. No, submitted 6 years ago.
Yeah.
September 2014.
And at that point, here the description already said 1 year old map. So it's actually 7 years old. If you want to think about it. But already 6 years ago already is old by now.
And now that I see the background, this is the same map that we tried using in NSAD.
I've been thinking about using this map for a long time now, but I've always been scared of doing so.
It is very slow.
Yeah, and the rhythm is very difficult because of these swing rhythms. Especially the start is hard to act, because these 5 plates you're going to see in a second are quite tricky to time. Italy having the slight never mind. UK having the slight accuracy advantage, and we're actually seeing Dusk playing, not Mango Mice.
So this map isn't too long, it's about 2 minutes, a little bit more than that. There's not too much time for things to change, but given that this is very close, as Dusk and Gohigi both finding a miss, it's going to set the United Kingdom back far.
Everyone has missed but Deku.
Yeah, so Ikun found a miss there, so that's going to help him a little bit. But Deku FCing is going to keep Italy in the lead so far.
He also had the best accuracy, but it's going down.
It's like Gohigi is catching up with Deku on accuracy. Dusk's accuracy is a little bit higher than Ikun's, but Deku's FC I think is keeping them ever so slightly in the lead. But you can see the bar tugging; it's going back and forth.
It's
Deku finding a miss. We have about a fourth of the map now, and the United Kingdom is the one that's up in the lead. We are running out of time here for Italy to get that lead back. It would not be good for the Italian team to start this off with a break point, I feel like.
Yeah, it would not. I have to add, I love all these single tab, ghost tabs every player, but Dusk are performing right now. And it's a breakpoint.
Yep, that we will be starting the match with a breakpoint for the UK. That's definitely not a good start for Italy. I'm sure that they have other picks up their sleeve, but they're really going to be looking for a breakpoint here on the UK's pick. So the question is, where does the UK go then? Because, you know, coming into the match, I thought that the UK would definitely sort of like beam towards Hard Rock. But seeing as though it was banned, I am starting to theorize that no one can match Gohigi's ability on Hard Rock, which would be understandable. But then where do they go? You know,
They are going Hard Rock!
really?
Really?
Who else are they going to pull in for this? I'm interested to know.
Probably Mango Miser. So I expect Mango Miser to be the second player for basically every map.
Yep.
Accepted. It seems. Mango Miser having cold hands, Ikun being hurt. What a start. We are starting the accuracy-based hardwork pick. Gohigi actually finding an early acro.
It's like this map is not too fast, not too hard on the eyes. It's only a BPM 178. OD7, so that is 9.8 with Hard Rock. And it's also a short map, so there will be not much time for things to happen here. Italy taking a short lead though.
Similar start to the last map battle case. Ikun holding the only SS.
That SS is keeping Italy in the lead by such a tiny margin. That bar was going back and forth earlier, and it keeps shrinking in size and then getting bigger.
The United Kingdom both finding a 100 on the Ninja finisher.
So we have about 1/3 of the map to go. Italy taking a decent, I wouldn't say decent actually, a very marginal lead over the UK. Ikun's still holding his double up. I'm so sorry, Ikun. Losing his double S,
Yeah.
but they are up in the lead by about 10,000, and I think it's going to be their break point, which is exactly what Italy needed. We still have this final string to go.
Which has
That bar is moving so much.
I think Ikun saves it. And he does. I think Mango Miser didn't play all the finish. Oh, he dropped way over 100. Oh, it was 98% accuracy on his end. That's tough. So that's at break point.
So yeah, Italy winning by a margin of about 16,000 points there. Everyone having fantastic plays. Mango's 98.8 accuracy, though, is what kind of dragged the United Kingdom down. And Ikun's 99.7 accuracy is what gave them the lead there.
This is a really interesting start into this match.
That is definitely what Italy wanted, though, after getting a breakpoint on their own pick.
Yeah.
Kind of getting the break on UK's pick. So now it's kind of sort of a reset. We're back to 0, basically. So now Italy, I feel like there's extra pressure now on both teams. Like, okay, our picks have been broken, so obviously there's something behind the scenes there that both teams are kind of underestimating about the other team. I feel it's going to add an extra layer of pressure to the picks going forward.
Yeah, that's true. It's like you expect your first pick to be your strongest map, and then both teams lost their technically strongest map. That's not a great situation to be in. I'm interested to see if Italy is still going with Dopamine as their second hit pick, or if they're going a different strategy now. Probably heading into Nomad.
I would caution about Dopamine. I'm aware it is very different than Fantastic Theater, but that is one of the things that they picked that the United Kingdom did beat them on. So I don't think they're gonna pick Dopamine. I feel like they might go to Nomad.
Yeah,
for
and
now.
they do. Picking Boot.
Oh, Boot. That is. Oh, man. There are so many maps of Boot. This song just makes me so nostalgic in many different ways.
One of the better reasons for why we picked this map. This is actually not an old map. This has been finished last week. Actually last Saturday. Bliss Mintong. This is like pretty much every other map that exists of Boot. Somewhat consistency, stamina, speed-ish based map. Lots of dance patterns, lots of dance KIs, only OD5 to make everyone sad.
If you are a taiko player and you're familiar with Inaba's map of this, the description of Mintong's map says it's greatly influenced by Inaba's map, so they are similar. The main challenge here, like Enwolf said, is just basically keeping your arm from not dying throughout 3 minutes of about 200, and I forget the exact number. I think it's 250? 240? 250?
230.
Oh, 230. Oops, a little too fast.
I did 236, so it's closer to 240 than 230. But yeah, the map doesn't have a lot of breaks, so there's a small bit of stamina requirements for this map. Obviously not finals levels of stamina requirement, but we're going there. Everyone as first spinner.
I feel like this point is gonna be very close. I'm actually kind of surprised. I feel like this is one of the maps that would be avoided, because I feel like this pick is going to come down to such narrow margins of accuracy unless one of these 4 players finds a miss.
Yeah. These are both really good top seeds. I would assume that Leva is going to find a miss. But tournament situation nerfs obviously can cause them, but we haven't seen a miss in Hard Rock 2. So I don't see a reason why there should be a miss on this. And we see it's not a single 100 after almost 500 notes.
So everyone, but all 4 play. Oh, Coad's gonna drop his double S. He's gonna get, I think, 199.91. So Italy or United Kingdom's gonna take a very tiny lead here. Pressure is on Lord Ender to continue with his double S and hope that Mango or Gohiki drop their double S. I don't see Mango dropping his anytime soon. This is kind of in his wheelhouse.
It's also important that all these players are playing all the finishers, of which most are trivial, not all of them are.
So we are halfway through the map. 3 of the 4 players are double S-ing Coed with only 100. If this point doesn't show how evenly matched that these two teams are, then I don't think anything else will. Gohigi's gonna find a miss.
Not just a miss, I think. This is what we've been talking about. Like, staying consistent with tournament nerfs for this long is a feat. And we're still only 75% into the map. There's still a lot of notes coming. You see, actually
Mango still holding a double S. Lord Ender dropped his.
Yeah. And Gohigi has reached the score cap again. But I think it's too late.
At this point, the UK is really going to have to see a miss from Italy, but there isn't much map or much difficulty left.
Yeah, there's nothing that can happen now. Italy with 2 strong performances, only 23 points difference between the 2 players. What a consistency. Wow. And Mango with the double S. Unfortunately, Gohigi did find 2 misses and 4 100s at the same time. And UK isn't even thinking for a second, they're immediately countering with the long 3-mod map. Probably banking on Gohigi's ability to hit hard rock almost everything.
Yeah, that is something that I would expect them to go. I was going to talk about that last thing. I was like, I'm very wary of how Fremont is going to go in this match with someone like Gohigi. But of course, you can't have one person that carries, you know?
Yeah. And especially on longer maps, hidden hard rock is, I don't want to say safer, but missing causes a much not as big as of a score decline as it would on a short map.
Yeah, the longer the map is, yeah, the longer there is for for a player to number 1 recover, and number 2 for someone on the opposite team to mess up. So that's why length is something that's good and bad. So I'm expecting the UK to do a hidden hard rock for Gohigi and then a hidden combo for Mango. I don't see Mango using hidden hard rock or hard rock on its own. I'm not sure what Italy is gonna do though.
Good question. I don't even know if they played in Fremont last week. I think they did. But in that case, I don't know if Deku or Ikun was playing Hidden Hard Rock or if it depended on the map who picked Hidden Hard Rock. And we see Ikun picking Hidden Hard Rock, and Mango is actually picking Hard Rock.
Yeah, my predictions were wrong. Ikun and Gohigi matching each other, Deku and Mango matching each other. There is no mod score advantage here. It's all going to come down to the skill.
we have a nice side-by-side comparison. So it's Deku matching Mango Miser and Iku matching Gohigi. Ooh! Iku finding early 100s, but Gohigi finding early miss.
That's it. If there's any time to miss, it's definitely at the very beginning of the map. As you can see, there's not much of a gain that Italy gains from that.
Yeah.
But Gohigi is quite lower on accuracy than either of the Italian players, so it's going to give them a little bit more of an advantage.
But we're not even a quarter in. There's still so much in this map. So many technical patterns, so many offbeat patterns.
So as a side note, someone in the chat asked, is Hard Rock and Taiko just a scroll speed? Hard Rock increases the scroll speed. It also increases the overall difficulty, which is the hit window you have to hit 300s accurately. Oh, Mango and Iku both finding misses on that Hard Rock there. Or on that ninja finisher.
I think it was actually the spinners. These spinners are very tight and you have to play with Hard Rock. That's not where you really have to mash very fast. But neither team is going to really benefit of that because they both miss at the same time.
What's keeping Italy in the lead right now is Gohigi's accuracy. It is lagging a little bit behind Ikun.
Yeah. So Gohigi is like 0.5% behind Ikun accuracy wise, and Mango Miser is ahead of Deku accuracy wise, but he had to miss, so his score is lower than Deku's.
Ikun.
Oh.
Deku finding a miss there. That's going to give the United Kingdom a bit of a lead there. Ikun finding misses. Both players missing on Italy's side. It's going to give a rather large advantage to the United Kingdom.
Mango, the only one who has 99% accuracy now, and the only one who didn't miss. Gohigi missing in the comp section.
Oh no, Gohigi.
It's not going to matter a lot because neither Italian player has reached the score cap.
I think there is a little bit of the map left to go, a few seconds here. Given, I don't think that we can call it just yet. I would say I think we're going to have to finish it. But it looks like it's trending for the United Kingdom right now, which they do need coming off of that last point, I would say.
It's not a comfortable win, but it is a win for the United Kingdom.
See, all four of the points played so far very close. Last point being our closest, but this is almost just as close. We are 2-2.
Yeah, every point the score difference shrunk with every point so far. We started at 20k thousand, went over 15k, 12k, now we're at 10k. So is the next map going to be even closer? Is that even possible? Yeah, it is possible. We've seen last match actually, both hard work picks being decided by 3,000, 5,000 points.
So Italy's in the hot seat. Where did they go?
Ikun lamenting why. I think it would be smartest for Italy to continue their no-mod streak. Boot has worked in their favor somewhat. The question is if they can perform similarly on I'm the One or Genesis and Oasis.
I don't know, I would argue that if you can perform well on Boot, you can also perform well on error code, which is what they're going to pick, because it's not hard. I mean, once you have the reading of the map down, it's fairly simple, and it is something that's just, you have to be consistent with it.
Yeah, it's relatively similar to Boot, it's the same BPM too. And Iku, not calling this map error code because it's error co-ed.
Error co-ed, yes.
Very nice.
That's just what I want the whole proof.
But
You know,
Court,
oh, go ahead.
Court's are sadly not featuring.
That is very sad.
Wie low is VMAP starting now?
It's a very, very low SV. Reading not found.
Let's hope it's not actually true for these players.
Someone in the chat noting that I have a rank set of the song. I do. And someone pranked me by saying error code was in the in the TWC pool, and then it wasn't mine, and I was kinda sad.
Sorry.
It's fine. But we are getting into the root of why this map poses such a challenge. Extremely low SV.
And it doesn't bother either team. Lord Ender finding 1 or 2 100. That's it so far.
Unlike Boot, this is a lot shorter. So although all 4 players are very consistent, those few 100s that Lord Ender picked up, there's not as much time for the UK to pick them up. Mango and Gohigi both so far being very consistent on this pick.
They just have to hold out to the second low speed part, which is much denser, much harder. But I don't think it's actually going to trip up any of these players.
Deku losing his double S, however. Definitely not the person that we wanted to see lose their double S. Mango, Gohigi both so going hard. Mango dropping his. Deku finally misses, and that's definitely going to be the UK point with that.
And now UK got the breakpoint and they're in the lead again. Now will they keep it? Or will Italy get a breakpoint on their pick once more?
Gohigi with an impressive double S on that.
Gohigi wants to pick white side. Unfortunately, Italy is not cool. They banned white side. It's Banelings. Thanks, O's.
Alright, so we're gonna go from DT2 to DT1. The United Kingdom's gonna pick overtime.
A very popular pick so far on this stage. A very streamy map with some offbeat pattern sections with a lot of doublet rhythms. Not the same kind of doublet rhythm of Fantastic Theater or Wild Side, but 1-4 doublets.
Italy's gonna try to look for breakpoint here. Hopefully, that is what they've been. That's the pattern that we've seen unfold here.
Yeah. We see the first two maps being breakpoints, the second set of maps being won by the picking team. Will we see another set of maps being breakpoints? I think it's possible.
I think it's possible as well. As we've seen, like, as you've noted, each of these points have been very close, and they're only getting closer and closer. So, the longer the match goes on, I feel like each team is going to run out of their comfortable picks. I feel like we're going to see some things happen here. But yeah, let's get into this double time pick. See if Italy can get their break point.
Italy immediately dropping their double S. Mango Miser joining the club, but Gohigi doesn't want to. He has a bone to pick with Italy after what happened on Boot.
All four players showing to be still very consistent. Nothing different from the past few points that we've seen. Gohigi's going to drop his double S. That's going to put everyone on a more level playing field. Deku in the 98th percentile though, so that's going to give Italy a little bit of a disadvantage as both Mango and Gohigi are in the higher 99s.
Yeah. But Gohigi actually drops his accuracy below Mango Miser. Matching Iku.
We have half of the map left to go here. Both UK players, very strong, very consistent. Ikun very strong. Deku doing great as well, but his accuracy is lagging behind, ever so slightly behind the rest of the lobby.
It's just that 1.5% accuracy difference, which makes the difference.
That bar is not moving too much. We're heading into the final section of the map. If we don't see any surprise drops from the United Kingdom, it looks like the UK is going to take their point as well. The lead seems to be extending little by little as well, as Deku struggles to get above, 99.1. He's been in that 99.0. Oh!
That's Klein.
Yes, it was.
But it was scary.
That was scary. I was like, there's no way that both players on that team missed.
Gohigi and Ikung only finding 6 100s. Strong performances by all these players. And that's UK taking a solid lead right now.
So yeah, Italy's gonna really have to look to get their third point here. They did get their last pick stolen by the United Kingdom, so they're really gonna have to come back and get their third point so that the UK doesn't run away with the victory here. So is Italy going to go to the hidden pick, or are they going to go back to Nomad? Because Nomad is now a mixed bad. They won Boot, they lost Error Code.
They could risk something. They could risk something like Finite. That's not too undifferent from Hard Rock 2, which Italy did win. Being a technical map. They could also go I'm the One.
The question with I Am the One is, are Italian players faster than the UK players? I think the answer for at least Mango Miser on the UK, not too sure. That would be a risky pick in my opinion.
At this point they have to make a risky pick, I think. If they're going back to hidden.
So they are going to gamble with the last hidden there. The UK taking Fantastic Theater. So they're looking for a different fortune on Dopamine. It is a very different map. Completely different. So it could turn out to be very different at the end.
Mango being commanded to leave, so I'm guessing Dusk is back. And he is.
I just saw someone in the Twitch chat, but I'm about to put pineapple on a pizza out of anger. For real. Don't do that.
Ooh,
Pineapple does not belong on pizza.
why would you do this to yourself? We're starting the hidden map. An important note, if you want to support your favorite team, if you want to send Italy your energy, you can buy a banner now from the O store. And it really looks like Italy will need your energy, so if you're an Italy fan, it's only 250.
Say Deku is really struggling here. Roughly 98% accuracy. Both UK players are doing fairly well. Dusk is hovering above Deku. Gohiki holding a double S, however.
Yeah. That double S keeping UK on the lead.
This is another short map, though. We're already coming up on halfway through, and the lead is not significant. Oh, we're gonna have a double miss on Italian sides. That's not gonna go well for them. It's gonna give UK a stronger lead. Dusk getting a miss, however.
But United Kingdom is still going to keep his lead very strongly because Kohigi has that big accuracy, because Dusk didn't lose as much accuracy as Italy did on their misses, and Ikun dropped once more.
Ikun dropped, Dusk dropped, Ikun dropped, Gohiki dropped, Deku dropped, in that order. Everyone finding misses here.
Everyone is
UK
wrong.
is that the UK lead is so substantial, over 100,000 points at this point. The UK is going to have to find a huge drop for the Italy to take it at this point. So this is definitely not what Italy wanted. This puts the UK in the driver's seat for their match point.
This was a big risk. They took the gamble and it did not pay off. This is actually the biggest lead we've seen so far in this match. Unfortunate for Italy, but good for the United Kingdom, who is now at match point.
So yeah, we're now at 5-2. The UK is in the driver's seat for their match point. EQ's gonna have Italy as a whole is gonna have to find 3 points consecutively. 2 of them would have to be on the UK's pick to bring this a tiebreaker. It's possible given how close these two teams have been for the majority of this match, but it's definitely going to be an uphill climb, and it's definitely not a good thing for the UK to be in the driver's seat for 2 of those picks when they're at match point.
Yep, and UK going for Finite, the technical map. We haven't seen this yet. Also a risky pick now from the UK, but I think they are at a point where they can take a risk.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The UK does have room for error. I wouldn't want... Of course you can take risks, but you have to make sure that the risk isn't, too damaging. Because at this point, it's also important, like, psychologically, I'm sure Italy is still driven, like, yeah, we can do this, but there's like, okay, we've lost 3 picks in a row now.
Yeah. 4 picks. So they really need this win. Not only to stay in the match, but to get their hopes and motivation back. But it's going to be hard. We see Coach dropping in, and we also see Mango Miser coming back. I don't want to say anything, but we haven't seen Cold since the last map Italy won. Could this be a sign?
Is co-ed the key to Italy's victory? Italy got off to a rough start accuracy-wise there. They are bringing it back a little bit. Gohigi does not have double S. Mango the only person in the lobby with a double S. And this is another short map.
It's still early on, but it's not looking good for Italy, but it is looking good for United Kingdom.
We have about 1/3 of the map left to go here. UK surmounting a lead of about 30 to 40,000 points. Given that this map is so short, we're gonna have to see some drops from the UK in the next few seconds. It is a technical map, so that it is possible, but it's not looking good for Italy.
Yeah, misses would have to happen like right now. Everyone full comboing this map. And this is a victory for United Kingdom, advancing in the winners bracket.
Yep, the UK advancing to the quarterfinals in the winners bracket, Italy falling to the losers bracket for the quarterfinals. They're not out yet, so do not worry. As Nwolf said earlier, if you are an Italian person or a fan of Italy, go and show your support. Go out and buy those banners, get them on your profile, show Italy how much you love them. For only US $250, I have one for South Korea because I think they're going to beat Japan this year. But show that Italian pride, show that British pride as well. A very, very good match, very strong performances all across the board. Good game to everyone involved.
Yes. But we're not yet done for today. We have one more match after another break. And that match is actually going to decide who's going to face the United Kingdom, who's going to face Italy, between France and Brazil. The winner obviously going to face United Kingdom. The loser of that match going to face Italy in the quarterfinals next week. But that's it for now. We take another look at the records. We have seen Spain getting a technical upset against Germany. Good match, 6-3. Really worth watching. We see Poland getting a 6-1 victory over Singapore. And of course, we've just seen the UK versus Italy match. I'm interested to see how this bracket is going to evolve later today and tomorrow. There have been some interesting results already, some very good matches. I'm excited to see that match in 2 hours. I hope I'm going to see everyone back then. But until then, we are taking a break. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me in Incandescence.
No problem. It was fun. Good match.
And we'll see you then.